Have you ever noticed that almost everyone is searching for freedom? Freedom from stress, freedom from fear, freedom from money problems, freedom from difficult people, freedom from responsibilities, freedom from uncertainty. And yet something strange happens. People spend years solving one problem after another, only to discover that the feeling of being trapped remains. The prison changes, but the prisoner stays the same. A student thinks, if I graduate, I'll finally be free. A professional thinks, if I earn more money, I'll finally be free. An employee thinks, if I quit this job, I'll finally be free. A retiree thinks, if I had made different choices, I would be free. The circumstances change, the feeling doesn't. Why? More than 2,000 years ago, a philosopher named Ashtavakra proposed a possibility so radical that most people never seriously consider it. What if the reason most people never experience freedom is because they are searching for it in the wrong place? Freedom might be the most desired thing in human life. Everything else seems connected to it. People want money because they believe it will make them free. People want success because they believe it will make them free. People want recognition because they believe it will make them free. People want security because they believe it will make them free. But look around. There are wealthy people who feel trapped, successful people who feel trapped, famous people who feel trapped, powerful people who feel trapped. Different lives, different circumstances, the same inner restlessness. This creates an uncomfortable question. If freedom comes from external conditions, why do so many people remain unfree after obtaining them? When we think of prisons, we imagine walls, bars, locked doors, visible restrictions. But what if the strongest prison has none of these? What if the strongest prison is invisible? Consider this. A single criticism ruins your entire day. A future event that hasn't happened yet creates anxiety. A memory from years ago still causes pain. An opinion from a stranger affects your mood. Nothing physical happened. No one locked you in a room. Yet your inner state was completely controlled. The prison wasn't outside, it was inside. And this is where Ashtavakra begins. Not with society, not with politics, not with money, but with the mind. The Ashtavakra Gita is one of the most uncompromising texts ever written. It doesn't offer gradual improvement. It doesn't promise success. It doesn't teach discipline. It doesn't tell you how to become free. Instead, it asks a shocking question. Who is it that wants freedom? Most of us assume we know the answer. We point to ourselves, but Ashtavakra invites us to look more closely. Are you your thoughts? If you were your thoughts, why can you observe them? Are you your emotions? If you were your emotions, why can you notice them changing? Thoughts appear, emotions appear, memories appear, desires appear. Yet something remains aware of all of them. Imagine watching clouds move across the sky. The clouds constantly change. Some are dark, some are bright, some are beautiful, some are threatening. But the sky itself remains untouched. Now imagine your thoughts as those clouds. Fear, hope, anger, jealousy, excitement, regret, anxiety. They come and go. Yet most people spend their lives identifying with every cloud that passes through their minds. This ancient insight becomes even more relevant today. Social media constantly invites people to identify with opinions. Careers invite people to identify with titles. Society invites people to identify with status. Politics invites people to identify with groups. The mind keeps building identities and then spends enormous energy protecting them. Someone criticizes your opinion, you feel attacked. Someone questions your status, you feel threatened. Someone disagrees with your beliefs, you become defensive. The prison grows stronger, not because the world changed, because identification deepened. Most people spend their lives trying to improve the conditions of their prison. A better job, a better house, a better reputation, a better future. But Ashtavakra pointed towards something far more radical. He suggested that freedom is not something to achieve, it is something to recognize. Because the awareness that observes every thought, every emotion, and every fear is already free. And perhaps that's why so few people experience freedom. They keep searching for a key while standing in front of an open door. So maybe the real question isn't, how do I become free? Maybe the real question is, who is it that believes it isn't already free? See beyond the obvious.